hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
dailydodge.com. And if you've never checked out the stream, please do so you don't miss out. Easy for you to make that happen. Head to dailydodge.com, click on the Daily Dodge TV tab. Poof, like magic, you will be engaged with the stream. And you can also subscribe to Daily Dodge TV on YouTube. And when you do that, please make sure that you click the notifications icon so you don't miss any of the happenings, whether we are out on the road with the Daily Dodge TV studios covering a local sporting event or like what we're doing right now with Hometown Today as we welcome in our guests from the Dodge County Center for the Arts. Always enjoy it with Amy McPherson when she comes to join us here on Hometown Today. And I love that she's brought along a friend. We have Leonard Chaltry, who is joining us here today. Am I pronouncing your last name properly, Leonard?
That is the best pronunciation I've ever heard.
You're a charmer. I can tell right away. Thanks to each of you for making the time to be with us here this morning. We have a lot to cover today, as always. And Amy, we just had literally 60 seconds before the mics opened up. Right. And Amy, as you probably know, Leonard, she's a pro at this right now. After joining us so often, because there's always a lot happening at Dodge County Center for the Arts. And Craig Caston may or may not be joining us via phone, and that's okay because we've got this. And I love being down here in the Daily Dodge TV studio because you always bring along great visuals, of course, being with Dodge County Center for the Arts. And so let's talk about Leonard. You handed me this awesome poster before
this is our flyer for his show.
Yeah, and
opening up on Saturday the 3rd from 1 to 3. Everyone's invited to meet the artist and see his beautiful work. And he was a musician in his younger life. He can talk about that. And now in his, older life. I don't know. Now that he's the next phase of life, he's a wonderful artist, and his show, even though he does many different things, which he has samples to show you, but the show is going to be on all instruments and mainly string instruments because that's what he played. So.
Well, and I love what is at the top of the poster here. Music is art, because it certainly is. And Leonard, I had no idea until I sat down 60 seconds before the microphone opened up that you are a self-taught artist based right here in Beaver Dam. So share your story with us.
Yeah, I say self-taught because I had time on my hands, and I used to doodle when I was a kid, of course. I thought it was doodling. My mother thought it was art. But
all mamas do.
Yeah. I don't remember ever getting anything on the refrigerator, though. But anyway.
Oh, that is where it all should go. Oh, my goodness.
They were too big.
Oh, I love it. You were starting out big right away.
Yeah, wasted a lot of paper. Anyway. Yeah, and later in life when I had the time to do it, was getting near retirement. Yes, I don't mind being called elder or mature. That's all right.
Mature. I refer to myself as a broadcast veteran at this point because, I've got a few years under my belt.
Now, that's good, yes.
So at that time, I remembered I used to draw when I was younger, and I always wanted to do it better. The thing I always wanted to do is draw to make things look three-dimensional.
Okay.
And I was long past school. I never took art in school. So I got how-to books.
Oh, okay.
And taught myself out of that.
How old were you when that was happening?
Well, this was in 2009.
Okay.
I don't know how.
We don't need to reveal that. But
I have a calculator. No.
I just remember growing up, in the Sunday paper, they would have a turtle or something, and you could do your best. My brother was really into doing that.
And
but
you could send it in to some school.
Yep, like an art institute of sorts.
Well, I did back when I was younger. I was drawing the Sunday funnies. That's how I started. I take that little picture and blow it up onto a big picture.
Yeah.
And I guess I had been doing that a long time because when I started actually drawing three-dimensional pictures, and I would send them home to the family, of course. And my mother would say, "Oh yeah, he was always drawing when he was a kid." And I said, "I don't remember that." And then she would give me a few indications, and I thought, yeah, come to think of it, I was always drawing.
It's in your blood.
Yeah, and I didn't think anything of it. My father was a architectural draftsman.
Okay.
That's the way he started out, but there wasn't a lot of money in it, just like there isn't a lot of money in fine art either. But so he became a salesman, and he did very well there. So.
Wow. And then leading up to your show that is happening at the Dodge County Center for the Arts, how did you connect with Amy and Craig at DCCA?
Actually, I connected with her predecessor.
Oh, okay.
I was down there. I heard that we had a gallery. I didn't even know that. And so I went down there just to see what was going on. And I was talking to Kayla then,
Right.
Kayla Ramirez. And I was saying, oh, I paint too. You know, I've done some drawings. And she wanted to see some. And I think I had some pictures on my phone at that time.
Okay.
And she looked at them and said, oh, yeah, you should, come down, do et cetera, et cetera. So I brought a few down, and then she saw those. We put them up. She says, well, I'll give you a whole room.
Oh my goodness!
I've never done anything like this before.
Were you shocked? Like,
Yes.
Were you struggling to find your words?
Yeah, it was kind of like, no, I'm not. I think of myself as a hobbyist, an amateur, because I've seen lots of people who can paint as well, or usually much better, and they're much younger. So I thought, who am I? And,
So modest.
But. I had painted a lot of stuff I had stuffed away in the closet. I just framed them and brought them down, and that was my first show, and that was all wildlife art. So
Totally different from what
Yeah.
you have to share with us today and during your show.
And then I painted this picture of Yo-Yo Ma recently.
Yeah,
Isn't that beautiful?
Share with us what we're looking at, and it is stunningly beautiful, Amy. That is really
Yo-Yo Ma
beautiful.
is my favorite artist of all time. All of the musicians that I like because they put a lot of emotion into the music. And Yo-Yo Ma, to me, sits at the pinnacle of the pyramid in that. And he's world renowned for that,
Yes.
and for connecting with his audiences. So I've heard other cellists play the same pieces, but when he plays it,
It's different. It's on a whole
yeah,
different
it's
level.
like I've never heard it before.
Like
And I-
transports you to a
It
different
does.
place. It's very
It
powerful.
really does.
What did you play when you're, or what do you still play?
Well, it's not the violin or anything fancy like that. I play guitar and banjo and bass guitar
Okay.
many years ago.
Well, every
When I still had all my hair. Let's
Oh my
put it that
goodness!
way.
He has plenty of hair
does,
on
he
his head.
does.
We're talking this morning with Leonard Chaltry. Music is Art is the title of his show that we'll be able to enjoy at Dodge County Center for the Arts, opening August 3rd and running through September 8th. It is a celebration of Leonard's love of music. The exhibit endorsing all forms of classical stringed instruments and dance. And again, that opening reception, August 3rd from 1 to 3. Tell us about the other pieces that you brought with you today.
Okay. That's the one that got me started. It's Amy's fault. She said I had to do more, and I had to,
You've got to keep
do.
pushing, Amy. When
I
you
do.
see something in
she
someone,
does that. Yeah, and I've had other people in the past that said I would still be scribbling at home on my desk if it wasn't for people like Amy that keep saying, well, you should do this or try this, and they kept pushing me. And this is one of those pushing pieces.
is that Brad Paisley?
It is indeed.
Okay.
See, I must have done it well enough. She recognized it. Yeah, he's pretty iconic.
Yes, he is.
I remember when I was painting this, I just loved the lighting in the background, the red hue and all of that. And he has a very recognizable face and style.
Yeah.
When I was painting this, his other trademark was always he had a paisley print on his guitar.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I painted this one, I said, no, that's where I draw the line. I'm not painting all
paisley.
that paisley pattern in there. And I said, this is close enough. It's the right kind of guitar.
It is, and is that a Batman logo on his
Yes,
shirt?
it is.
Okay.
And I was just going to make it a plain colored T-shirt, but I saw that Batman. I said, that would be really cool to put on there.
Yeah,
With all the
absolutely.
folds and wrinkles. And And so that became what I focused on, was the Batman T-shirt. You just never know what's going to trip you.
Well, and it's like you can feel it. Like the texture seems very deep, and I don't know if that's just how I feel. I'm certainly
like
not
that
an
description.
artist.
Yeah.
Okay, but it really pops. It really draws you in.
Right, you can feel him playing.
Yeah.
I mean, you really have a sense of him playing the instrument, yeah.
And on both of these, that's kind of what I'm aiming for, is the feel of the music. There should be some action. You should feel like you caught him right in the middle of something.
Yeah, like you're in there. Like it really does take you somewhere.
Yeah.
And when you were talking about, all your doodling, that it wouldn't be, for Amy, you'd still be doodling at your desk. And that made me think that, Amy, that has to be one of the most exciting, most gratifying parts of what you do for Dodge County Center for the Arts.
Thank you. Yeah, I consider them my family and my children, and I push them and want them to succeed and keep moving and just keep painting and keep doing it, and they're so good. We have such great artists in our community, and to have the Dodge County Center for the Arts an opportunity for you to show your work and let other people see it and experience it and sell it, and could be in people's homes, and it's just really, really neat.
Yeah,
So,
it really is, and to be able to share that with everyone, and again, we want to make sure that folks get this date on their calendar, have it on the radar. You'll have a chance to get to meet Leonard and to see his beautiful work.
Right.
The opening reception is August 3rd from 1 to 3 at Dodge County Center for the Arts, and the show will be running August 3rd through the 8th. And you said you're no longer playing. You're not playing an instrument.
Do you want to tell them some more of the artists that you've painted?
Oh, well, I could do that if I can
Let's
remember.
do that when we
but
come back.
the show runs to the 8th of the following month.
Of
so
September.
it's all a month.
Yeah, that's tremendous. Do you have to pinch yourself, like not expecting any of this from the moment you're like, oh, we'll give you a whole room. You're going to have a show, Leonard.
Yeah, if I sell any of it, then I'll have to pinch myself again. But I do this because I like it. I like to do it. I
That's
don't
the
do it for
best.
the money, although it certainly is helpful. Supplies aren't cheap.
No. We have so many questions. We do have to take a quick break, but when we come back, certainly want to hear about more of your work, and we'll talk about other things that are coming up at Dodge County Center for the Arts. Amy McPherson is with us here this morning, along with Leonard Chaltry. Leonard will have a show at Dodge County Center for the Arts. The opening reception is August 3rd from 1 to 3, and that is, of course, the formal kickoff to his show, which will be running through September 8th at Dodge County Center for the Arts. Music is art. Hometown Today brought to you in part by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in beautiful historic downtown Beaver Dam, and presented by Professional Floor Covering Your Floor, and so much more. And it's so much more because in addition to helping you with flooring throughout your home, where right now you get 12 months interest free, Randy and the team can also help you with upgrades in your bathroom, upgrades in your kitchen, coverings for your windows. So definitely head over to that beautiful showroom at 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam and have a conversation with Randy and the team. Maybe it is your bathroom that you've been putting off because, you don't want it to break the bank. Don't let that get in the way of getting the project done. You will be pleasantly surprised at how they will work within your budget to make those upgrades come to life for you. Just get that bathtub gone. You want that walk-in shower, and they can make it happen for you. In addition to waterproof flooring in the bathroom, a new vanity, whatever it is that you need to get done, it all starts with that conversation. Professional Floor Covering Your Floor, and so much more at 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam, and online at proflr.com. This is Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Hey neighbor, this is Randy, owner of Professional Floor Covering, welcoming you back to Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Hometown Today presented by Professional Floor Covering your floor and so much more, and brought to you in part by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in beautiful historic downtown Beaver Dam. Amy Hudson here with you in the Summerland Furniture Studios and the Daily Dodge TV studios as we stream live at dailydodge.com, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure that you click on the notifications icon when you do that so you don't miss any of the happenings here in the Daily Dodge TV studio. We always love it when Amy McPherson from Dodge County Center for the Arts comes to join us and brings along a guest. It doesn't feel weird without Craig here at all. That doesn't mean we don't love him, but Craig Caston is not with us here
He's
today.
Probably listening and crying. Don't say that.
We do love you, Craig. He works so hard with so many different things, not
my
just
gosh,
at Dodge
yes.
County Center for the Arts, but he is here, there, and everywhere.
Right.
So I hope that he is getting some much-deserved rest and relaxation. And really appreciate you being with us here today, Amy, and
Thank
bringing
you.
along a friend. We have Leonard Chaltry here with us today. Music is Art is the title of Leonard's show, which will open with a fun opening reception coming up on August 3rd from 1 to 3. And the show runs through September 8th. And Leonard is a local artist. He is self-taught. And this is really going to be a wonderful opportunity to get to talk with him at the opening reception. And of course, see his beautiful artwork, which you'll see just a couple of pieces right now if you are enjoying the stream at dailydodge.com. You mentioned you like to paint three-dimensional. Right. You are self-taught, and you love music. And I love the pieces that you brought with you today. Share with us some of those other pieces that we'll be able to enjoy during your show, Music is Art.
I try to, of course, I'm of a certain generation. There's certain music that I like.
Well, and tell us what that is.
Yo-Yo Ma, I like the classics. I like violin and cello, especially cello solos. But when I was playing in a band, I played in country, western, polka, rock bands, even a couple of gospel bands. So I like all kinds of music. And I learned to play the guitar while I was still in junior high, and I've been in bands since junior high.
Wow, that's wonderful.
And I really encourage, and I know Amy would be with me on this, is says get into the arts because they open up your life in so many different ways. Mm-hmm. For me, it started with music and then moved over to drawing and painting, and it's a great way of self-expression, but it also gets you out of yourself. And as Amy is really exuberant about this. She's very persuasive. She gets me out there, and so I socialize more. You may not believe this, but there was a time when I could not speak in front of people.
Really?
Now you can't shut me up.
Oh, I love that. Wow, what a long, strange trip it's been. Thank you for sharing that.
And the arts was a very big part of that, and that's where I grew my confidence in myself. Because things I thought I could never do, all of a sudden I found myself doing. Mm-hmm. So some of the other artists, and my niece was, a younger generation. She said, well, you have to do Stevie Nicks, and you have to do Taylor Swift.
Oh my gosh, yes, those are the must-dos right there. Right. Good suggestions.
So we can thank her for that. I don't know if I did Taylor Swift so well, but
they're beautiful. Absolutely.
We'll be able to see them as part of the show.
But I did a lot of them from my generation too, with Charlie Daniels for the country part. I did a couple of Neil Diamond ones.
Oh my goodness!
And then I was looking in some of our local summer fun in Beaver Dam stuff, and I realized there was Eric Diamond who was doing a tribute to Neil Diamond this summer.
Oh my goodness! Okay.
Of course, it already happened by the time I knew about it. And I said, boy, I would have liked to have gone to that. Because there's a lot of Neil Diamond fans here.
Have you guys ever seen like Neil Diamond live?
My niece has, but I haven't.
Incredible show. I'll be married 21 years this August. We love live music. Mm-hmm. And I was so excited when Neil Diamond was playing the Coliseum. This feels like forever ago. Uh-huh. My husband wouldn't go with me. I'm like, what, you are too cool for Neil Diamond? Come on. So I took his brother with me. It was such an exciting show. It was really incredible. And the other one was Barry Manilow. He wouldn't go with me to see Barry Manilow.
I like Barry Manilow, too.
Me too. Yeah, there's
But with
nothing
Neil
like live
Diamond, you're
music.
talking about those concerts. It's like he's been doing concerts forever.
Forever.
He's not playing concerts so much now, but it is. In fact, the two paintings I have him. One when he still had all the long hair.
Yeah.
And then one that was more recent where he's cut, and you can't see it in the picture, but actually it was the age when he was starting to gray a little.
Oh my goodness.
And
that tells the story right there.
And the beauty of Neil Diamond is there's a lot of men that is true in that, but they kept their hair all the way through, and they're extremely handsome men.
Yeah.
And even in his elder years, he's still as I can't even think of the word, but as charming and outgoing as he ever was. And he still brings in audiences. So that's saying something for an artist. So all of the artists that I did paint, that was kind of the thing. They have to have longevity, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Taylor Swift promises to do so.
Yeah, I think she'll be around for at least a couple more years.
I think she is the biggest selling artist.
Isn't that
right
crazy?
now.
Right.
And, well, anyway.
And other classical ones you've done too.
Yes, I did the Juilliard String Quartet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's
And
beautiful.
I think it's the 2012 to 2015 version. They changed people out once in a while.
It's similar to the Yo-Yo Man kind of portrait, but it's multiple men with what are they?
Violin and cello.
And cellos and different things. Yeah.
Yeah, that is when you see them all together, all the things. There's a style that I favor. It's much like the ones you're looking here. I fade to black
Oh,
in all
I
the
like
pictures.
that.
Yeah.
Even
Well,
and the still lifes.
Half the show is classical music going on to women artists and then on to the country and music jazz artists. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That'll be a nice way to enjoy that.
Right.
Yeah.
And you also brought some other pieces
Yeah.
with you when you were talking about the still life. I know that we definitely want to talk about that. One of the things
So
that
try
Amy
to
had
get
shared
the
was
glare off.
your inspiration, from Renaissance painters. So tell us about what we're looking at.
Yeah, I like Vermeer and Rembrandt, and one of the things I like of them, they both, Vermeer does the indoor landscape, is what they call it, but it's like everyday home sort of things, and I like his subject matter, and I like the way he does it. I like Rembrandt because he always fades to a dark color in the background. His lighting or the mood is what I like about it, and I just kind of picked up on it, and I do everything that way.
I don't think they can see, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's a book open with little wire glasses and more books in the background, and it's really beautiful. And he has I don't know if you can see.
There you go.
Yeah, but he has
Some
many,
pottery in there.
Yes, he has many pieces, like not many, but he has a few up in the gallery like this, and they're absolutely beautiful.
They are, and twice as special to me anyway, knowing that you're self-taught, Leonard. That is, it's really amazing.
It is.
And you have a little kitty cat picture
Right,
over there,
right,
Amy
right.
McPherson. I know this
I would
weekend.
like to take credit for this, but this is also Becky's piece.
I know this is going to be a big
And-
day downtown on Saturday with the Dog Days of Summer.
It's Dog Days of Summer, and when I first met Leonard, he was in and he had a lot of portraits of animals and birds and different things, but he advertises himself on his business card as an animal portrait artist. So if you'd like to stop down and see his show, you can bring your dog, because people are going to be walking around with their dogs, and come on in and talk to him about doing a painting of your animals, not just dogs, but cats and everything else. I mean,
Your nail polish matches the
oh,
blue in that
there you
painting.
go.
How nice, yes.
So coordinated. We're talking with Amy McPherson with Dodge County Center for the Arts, and Leonard Chaltry, who is with us and will soon be opening up a show at Dodge County Center for the Arts. Music is Art. The opening reception set to happen on August 3rd from 1 to 3. Just a wonderful way to get to know Leonard. And Amy, I'm so happy that you described how we'll walk through the pieces. at the gallery. The show dates, of course, August 3rd through September 8th. And we'll continue our conversation with Leonard and Amy, and also learn about some of the things that you definitely want to make sure you are part of coming up at Dodge County Center for the Arts. I know you'll be sharing some details with us about Watercolor Wednesday. Yeah, Art Without a Brush, all kinds of cool things happening. Hometown Today, presented by Professional Floor Covering, your floor, and so much more, and brought to you in part by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in beautiful historic downtown Beaver Dam. Today is the last day for their Christmas in July sale. Boy, today would be really nice if we had some snow drifts, to go through. It's going to be so hot, that heat index right up there. But today is it, so don't miss out. They have sales happening right now on recliners, sofas, mattresses, and accessories, and you'll get to pick a mitten. And this is a big deal because when you pick that mitten off the Christmas tree at McKinstry's Home Furnishings, you will save an additional 5, 10, 20, up to 50% instantly. So make your way down there, 131 Front Street, that iconic red awning. You can't miss it. McKinstry's Home Furnishings in beautiful historic downtown Beaver Dam. We will be heading over to the Daily Dodge News Center for local news, sports, and weather updates, and we'll get it going with an update from ABC News here on Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Hey, it's Randy from Professional Floor Covering. You're listening to Hometown Today on the 5,000 watt flamethrower on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
I can't believe today is the last day of July. What is happening? Why is it all moving so fast? But yes, last day of July, summer is flying by. I want to make sure that you have Wednesday, August 7th on your radar. It is another stop on our summer patio tour, and you will find us at Zig's on Wednesday, August 7th from 2 to 4. If you've never been, you are missing out. The food is incredible. The company is so much fun in that patio. Knockout with a gorgeous view of Beaver Dam Lake. Zig's Lakeside Pub and Grill. You'll find it right there on County Road G, just outside of Beaver Dam. We'll be enjoying Zig's patio. Of course, that's what the patio tour is all about. But last time, I got to set up and do the show from their fancy new stage area. They have this great covered stage at Zig's Lakeside Pub and Grill, so you'll be able to check that out, enjoy some great food, some cold drinks, and of course hear about the summer fun that Zig's has planned for us. So again, the next stop on our summer patio tour coming up on Wednesday, August 7th, 2 to 4. Welcome back to Hometown Today. Amy Hudson here with you in the Slumberland Furniture Studio and the Daily Dodge TV studios as we stream live at dailydodge.com. And with us today, friends and neighbors with the Dodge County Center for the Arts. We have Amy McPherson with us, and she brought along a friend and really have been enjoying getting to know Leonard Chaltry. He is a self-taught local artist who has a show that will be opening up soon at the Dodge County Center for the Arts. Music is Art. The formal, I don't know if I like that word formal because that sounds stuffy. The opening reception will be happening on August 3rd from 1 to 3. So definitely make your way to Dodge County Center for the Arts for that opening reception with Leonard. You'll have a chance to get to talk with him and see his beautiful work that is focused on music. We've been getting to know Leonard, his technique. Definitely get the show dates on your calendar with that opening reception on August 3rd, and then the show will be running through September 8th. And this is just one of many things happening at Dodge County Center for the Arts. Last time you and Craig were here, Amy, you brought along a guest.
Right.
We were talking about Sunrise on the Lake, which really special show. Give us an update.
Right. Jim Murphy, this is just his flyer. Sunrise on the Lake, and it's a must-see show, and it's just absolutely beautiful. His pieces are very large. They're like 5 by 6 feet, and they're huge. So we have to step back and look at them. And he has 6 very large pieces, and he didn't name them. He put the time of morning he painted them.
I love that.
And they're absolutely beautiful. It's a must see. The show is coming down August 11th, so you need to get in there and take a look at the show before it goes down. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it really is, and such an interesting technique with how he was capturing those photos and then doing his paintings. It's unlike anything I've ever heard of.
Right. Yeah, and he's an attorney, but he wanted to do a dual, have an art career too, but it wasn't until now when he's in retirement. And he's from the Chicago area, moving up here to Beaver Dam Lake, and this is where he's doing his painting, and they're just beautiful.
They really are.
Yeah.
I know that Wednesday is one of your favorite days of the week, Miss McPherson, because Watercolor Wednesday happening at Dodge County Center for the Arts.
See, this is our flyer, Watercolor Wednesday. Yes, it's everybody. It used to be just one day a month, and now we're opening it up to every Wednesday because everyone wants to come every Wednesday. And we have an open gallery and studio where you can come and paint. You can bring, and it doesn't just have to be watercolors. You can bring your acrylics. You can bring anything. But we call it Watercolor Wednesday because Lisa Amport is a watercolor artist. Some of her work that she does, she has cards. She has paintings, and you can come and she has like bookmarks that you can buy, and then she'll help you paint them and use some of her paints and some of her brushes using the watercolors. She is out of town now. She'll be back the 28th, but we still have open studio on Wednesdays where everybody is welcome. And the group has just went from like 3 or 4 people. Now we have like at least 12 different artists that come on Wednesdays, and it's so much fun. camaraderie of doing work with other artists is just amazing, and everyone has such a good time. You can there's no specific time, just come on in anytime from noon to 5, and bring your paints and bring your brushes and your whatever you want. We do have, when Lisa's there, she does have watercolor paper, and you can use some of her brushes and her watercolors to test them out to see what you like and how you like to if you would like to do watercolors, but you can bring anything you want.
That is really wonderful.
Yeah.
How Watercolor Wednesday has grown when you were just sharing like once a month, and now it's every Wednesday. Congratulations on that. What a demand. That says an awful lot, not just about the willingness of people to go in and learn, but how welcoming and what a wonderful place Dodge County Center for the Arts is for people to gather.
It's becoming a real art community. Yeah.
It's great. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And there's more.
There is more.
I know I'm an excitable girl from time to time, but when you had shared with me before we hit the air what you're about to talk about, Art Without a Brush, I'm like, what? This is such a great opportunity for folks.
Yeah. I have a picture here. We have Steve Strassman, and he's been on, but not on the Daily Dodge TV. He's been here talking about, he had a show a couple months ago, and he does oil pastels. He is, let me put my glasses so I get the dates right. He is having a class that you can buy on August 18th at 1 to 3 and August 25th. It's 2 consecutive Sundays, and you come, $65 includes both classes, and he is going to teach you how to do oil pastels. This is his flyer. It's Steve Strassman. You can sign up online or at the gallery, but I don't know if you can see this or if it's too, but his work is absolutely beautiful. It looks like a photograph.
It does.
And it's actually oil pastels. They're like oil crayons, and then there's smudge sticks, and he shows you how to smudge, and he shows you how to layer it, and that's why it takes two different sessions to complete a piece of work. But to have his class, you're going to go home with something beautiful. All supplies are included, and his work is absolutely beautiful, and he'll have you create a beautiful piece of work too. It's really fun because it's like coloring, but you're doing it with oils. It's really cool.
Sounds exciting.
It is exciting. That is
and
really
like
fun.
it's possible for anyone.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, if you could draw with crayons, you can do this.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that.
Right. So if you're interested, make sure you sign up in advance, and that is August 18th and August 25th from 1 to 3 with Steve Strassman. Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Right.
You're going to pack the class with that, and you love that piece so much.
Oh, I
you
do.
brought that in from your own collection.
Yeah, this is this is actually my piece that I have at home, but I brought it in to show that his work is so beautiful, and I had to purchase one of his pieces. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Amy McPherson with us here today from Dodge County Center for the Arts, along with Leonard Chaltry. He has a show that will be opening up at Dodge County Center for the Arts on August 3rd. The opening reception happening from 1 to 3 on August 3rd, and you'll be able to enjoy Music is Art through September 8th. Leonard is a self-taught artist based right here in Beaver Dam, and you have such an interesting story, Leonard, because you are self-taught. You love music. Your artwork certainly reflects that. We'll get to enjoy that during the exhibition. But you used to play bass, 6-string guitar, and the banjo. And what you do really endorses all forms of music, and you have that emphasis on what you love most. You had shared with us that you love the classics. So that classical, those classical stringed instruments and dance. This is going to be a tough question because how do you pick a favorite? But out of all the work that we'll be able to enjoy during your show, Music is Art at Dodge County Center for the Arts, is there a piece that's more special to you than another? I'm sure they're all like your babies. They're all very special for different reasons.
Yeah.
But is there one that is a standout to you that you're really proud of?
It's this one of Yo-Yo Ma. That's number one. And the other one is the Juilliard String Quartet.
Okay.
In fact, whether or not at the gallery they're on my bedroom wall. And that's why I'm not really, I'm not worried about selling them. I'm happy keeping them.
Happy to keep them. I love that your niece had a few suggestions for
Yeah,
you too, between
yes.
Stevie Nicks and
Yeah.
and Taylor Swift. Do you have other friends and family members that are like, hey, Leonard, you should paint this person or that person?
The rest of my brothers and sisters, well, I only have one brother living now, but I have 5 sisters.
Oh my goodness, I also have
Crowded
5
house
siblings.
and
Yeah.
a lot of girls. And the girls ruled the house.
That's right. It just kind of works out that way.
yeah. But anyway, I loved growing up that way. But they really don't. But when I paint something they like, they're right away, can I have that? So I painted a lot of tigers and lions and panthers and things like that back in the day. And my mother put them on her wall. I didn't even know this. She liked the big cats, so she had a whole bunch of them. I've painted many since then. They're just fun to do, especially tigers. They're so iconic,
Yeah.
the orange and black stripes. But anyway, my mother passed away. And then my younger sister, she was the first one in line. Can I have those paintings on her wall? And I was thinking, I'd like to have those paintings on her wall. Some of them were my very best ones of the big cats. But anyway, she was so passionate about it. They're now all on her wall. And
That's special.
and I did do some, what would you say, fantasy action hero kind of paintings. And my brother swiped up the best one there.
What was it? What was the action hero?
It was, what did they call him?
I have Captain.
Deathbringer or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It was originally painted by Frank Frazzetti, who painted, well, for instance, all the Conan Barbarian paperbacks.
Okay.
All of the pictures on the front of those were done by him. So
Oh, wow, I didn't realize
you get an
that.
idea of how
Yeah.
his characters looked. They were always very voluptuous women and always, Arnold Schwarzenegger type of men. and that
I
kind
used
of
to
thing.
watch the show back in the 90s. Conan went right into Xena, Princess Warrior.
Yeah, right. Yeah, ironically, Schwarzenegger did play the part of Conan the Barbarian, but
Oh, that's right, in the original movie. I
and
forgot about
it was
that.
a perfect match from the book covers because that's who he looked like. But anyway, yeah, all his action heroes kind of looked like that. So I did one like that, and of course they're always the barbarian type of looking person with the big, double-bladed axe, and usually had red glowing eyes coming out of a helmet or something like that, to just emphasize the part.
Well, that'll have to be a new show.
Not doing that
She's
again.
on to the next thing. As soon as your rap music is out on September 8th, you get ready for the next one. We have just a couple of minutes left. Amy, what else would you like to share with us?
I just wanted to share one more thing.
Sure.
We have, let me see. Oh, we are having a plein air painting group started. We had our first meeting, and if anyone is interested in it, Mary Novak and Betsy Lambert are heading that up. And we're meeting August 17th at 9 a.m. in Swan Park. Everyone is invited. We're going to go out on our own through the park for 2 hours and then meet back at one of the shelters and, share our work and then decide on every month we're going to pick a new place outdoors to paint. It's going to be a group that we gather together and then we go paint and then we share our work. And at the end of the year, we'll have a show at the Dodge County Center for the Arts. And so the group is just beginning. I think they had a group a long time ago when they were at the Seipel House, but since we had pandemic, there hasn't been anything. So we're starting up the plein air group again. And so if anyone's interested in painting with us, Swan Park, August 17th at 9 a.m. in the morning.
All right. There's a lot happening. Thank you
Yes.
for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being here with us today. Amy McPherson with Dodge County Center for the Arts, sharing so many things happening. Don't miss any of them. Easy for you to stay up to date. Dodge County Arts, easy for me to say, dodgecountyarts.org is a good place for you to go. Check out the website so you can get some more information on all the wonderful classes that Amy has shared with us today. And make sure that you are at Dodge County Center for the Arts for the opening reception with local artist Leonard Chaltry coming up on August 3rd from 1 to 3. You'll have a chance to get to know Leonard and see his beautiful work. Music is Art is the title of his show that will be running through September 8th. It is a celebration of Leonard's love of music and the exhibit endorsing all forms of classical stringed instruments and dance. It was a pleasure to meet you, Leonard. Thank you for being with us today and sharing your work. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me here.
You bet. I hope you'll come back and visit with us again. I know Amy will be back because she always keeps us up to date, but you're welcome back anytime. Thank you.
Oh, she'll leverage me into another show. I'm sure.
I know she will, and it will be great. Justin the Ninja Wilski will take over the host seat at 11:10 for taking care of business as he welcomes New Medical Center to the airwaves. This is Hometown Today, presented by Professional Floor, covering your floor and so much more, and brought to you in part by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in beautiful historic downtown Beaver Dam. Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV.